Ladies and gentlemen, your sweet Zionist white colonizing prince. Get your white colonizer mug down in the description below. TravelingClat.com. Tall the Traveling Clat coming to you live right now from the United States of America. Let's take a look at this clip.
Palestine has existed for over 3,000 years ago.
Damn.
And I believe it will still exist until the day of judgment.
Do what?
Do exist until the day of judgment.
With the area right there?
The area would be still called Palestine.
No, listen, man. Palestine is a name that does not go back 3,000 years, my friend. Okay? So here's what I would say to you. This is what I would say to you. Study, and I can send you to a couple places, study the history of that particular landmass and how the names have been changed and moved around and so on and so forth. And the people have come and gone, including Jews, including people who are Palestinians. Jews never left, even at the peak of the Ottoman Empire, whatever empire, Jews were always there. So it's like, it's been there forever. Like, a story like that human beings tell is a misinformed story, because it's like you don't understand the history. The history is it's a beautiful, fascinating sociological history. So I would say that.
That was about the shittiest answer I've ever heard in my life. I gotta be honest. That's about the worst explanation I've ever heard about Israel-Palestine. I don't mean to be negative to the guy. I mean, I appreciate his sentiment standing up for Israel. It seemed like at least he was, but that was like the shittiest way to eloquently express. Yeah, like, you know, I mean, it's true 100% that Jews have been there for all time, but we should always call out that this idea of Palestine is an Arab myth. It is colonization of the Arabs who colonized this land, who propagated this idea of some Palestinian state that existed through colonization, through settler colonialism. Just because they were brown doesn't mean they weren't settlers. They settled and colonized the land. And all they did was take a name that the Romans, who settled and colonized the land, called it Palestina, and they named it Palestine. That's all they did. That's all they did. Nothing else. Nothing more. And then they raped and conquested and destroyed synagogues and churches and put up mosques. They did all that stuff as well. But the change of name, that's what they did. And it was part of Arab settler colonialism. Always that should be pointed out. In the name of Islamic conquest. In the name of Allah, that was done. I'm not saying all Muslims are bad. I'm not saying all Arabs are bad. But Palestinians are not Arab. They're Arabized. Iraqis are not Arab. They're Arabized. Most of the people of the Middle East and North Africa are not Arabs, they're Arabized. They have been colonized by a violent Arab ideology that lasts till this day. And the rest of us in the Middle East, our ethnic minorities who still exist here, are still suffering under the oppression of the Arab colonizers till this day. And nothing will change in this region until we start fighting back in that manner, calling it out for what it is. Arab, oppressive, supremacist colonization. That's my 2 cents. I love you guys a long time. Please do consider supporting the channel by buying your Zionist white colonizing mug in the description below at thetravelingclat.com. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, clats. Love you a long time. If you believe in my content and want to support me, just know your help is needed. There's a bunch of great ways to support me, being PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, or joining my Patreon community down below. Patreon is the best way to support my channel, and you'll get a bunch of cool perks depending on what tier you join. Another great way to support me is by buying my merchandise on thetravelingclat.com. I regularly drop new merch designs like this beautiful hat or this amazing shirt, where you can support the channel and get something cool for yourself. I also have an amazing Discord community with people from all over the world. Thank you so much for your support.